preschoolers. Welcome back to class. Let's welcome everyone with our hello song. My hand says hello, my hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Hola, my hand says hola, my hand says hola. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hola. Salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam alaikum. Ni hao. My hand says ni hao. My hand says ni hao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says ni hao. Konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa. Every time I see my friends, my hand says konnichiwa. And salam. My hand says salam. My hand says salam. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam. And last but not least, sin chao. My hand says sin chao. My hand says sin chao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says sin chao. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're back at school today. And let's see what day it is. You ready to find out with me? All right. Our month is still October, October. And let's see what day we're on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and yesterday was 13, so I need to make a 1 and a 3. Oops, got something stuck to my calendar. 1 and a 3 for 13, but that was yesterday. So today is, what comes after 13? Do you know? 14, that's right. So I need a 1 and a 4 to make 14. So today is Wednesday, October 14. Can you say that with me? Today is Wednesday, October 14. That's what day it is today. When I have a project stuck to the back of the calendar, I have to take that off. All right. Ready for the ABC song? All right, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Let's do the letter sounds that we know. Start with A, makes the sound for apple. And B makes the sound b for bear. And C says k for cat. And our letter for this week, D, says d for, that's right, dog. Good job. Well, this week we've been talking about apples and apple trees and numbers. And today I have a book that shows us how apples grow on trees. Did you ever wonder how we get apples in the store? They grow on trees, and this book is going to show us how. My book is called Amazing Apples. What colors do you see in those apples? Yep, I see some red ones, green, And even this one is kind of yellow. So apples can be all three of those colors. Apples are crisp and round and juicy. Do you want to learn all about this amazing fruit? Read on. Apples come in many colors. There are green ones, there are yellow ones, and there are lots and lots of red ones. There are 7,500 kinds of apples in the world. Wow, lots of different kinds and colors. An apple has different parts. The stem is on the top. That's the part that attaches the apple to the tree. The skin covers the outside, the colored part, and we can eat the skin of an apple. An apple skin helps to protect it. Tiny seeds like these can grow into huge apple trees, and the seeds are inside. When you cut an apple in half, it looks like this. The white part is called the flesh, and we eat that too. The hard center part is called the core, and that is where you find the seeds. So there's this hard part in the middle, and usually people don't eat that. It's too hard to eat, and we usually don't eat the seeds. But we can eat the skin and the white part called the flesh. And then those seeds, if you plant them, might grow into an apple tree. So this is a section about apple trees. Apples grow on trees. In winter, an apple tree rests, kind of goes to sleep. Sometimes the branches get covered with snow. So that's an apple tree in the winter. No apples, no leaves, maybe some snow, and the tree is resting or sleeping for the winter. In spring, an apple tree is thirsty. It drinks up all the rain that falls. The rain helps flowers grow on its branches. So this is an apple tree in the spring with flowers growing, and an apple tree's flowers are called blossoms, and there's a close-up picture of the apple blossom with some leaves growing on that tree. So in the spring, the little leaves, little tiny green leaves start to grow, and so do the apple blossoms or the apple flowers. In summer, the flowers turn into, what is that? Can you see it? The flowers turn into tiny baby apples. As the tree soaks up the sun, the apples grow and grow. And look at all the green leaves on that tree now in the summertime. And little tiny baby apples are starting to grow. That's in the summertime when it's hot outside. In fall, and it's fall right now, the apples are big and juicy. That means they are ripe and ready to pick. So there is a girl picking apples on the apple tree, and there's a big round red ripe apple that's ready to pick. So when they look like this, you can pick them. And the way that you pick them, I went to an apple orchard once, and they said you hold the apple, lift it up, and twist gently, and it comes right off the tree. You don't pull on the tree, you just lift it and twist. And that's what she's doing. She's picking apples. And this part of the book is about how we can eat apples. There are many ways to enjoy apples. Do you know what that is? Apple pie. That's one of my favorite ways to eat an apple. Apple pie is yummy. It is America's favorite kind of pie. The baby's eating an apple. Do you know what kind of apple that is? Applesauce. Yep. So that's when the apple has been cut up and smashed up and made into applesauce that the baby can eat because the baby doesn't have teeth yet. Applesauce is yummy. It is made from mashed up apples. That makes it easy for babies to eat because you don't need teeth to eat applesauce. Apples are also used to make apple jelly, apple muffins, breads, and cakes. Oh, here's another way to have an apple. What's that? Apple juice, that's right. Apple juice is yummy too. the juice is squeezed out of apples. It takes about 4 apples to make 1 glass of juice like that. It's a lot of apples. But there is nothing like a plain apple. Why? It is shiny and sweet and simple to eat. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Well, it says apples are grown in every state in America. So all over our country, people grow apples. Apple trees can grow anywhere. And we can eat apples like that one for a snack. So that is the story of how apples grow on trees. And today we're going to do a little activity together. I have some pictures that will make the story of how apples grow on trees, and you have to help me make this story. So do you think you can remember how it goes? Let's see if you can help me. All right, so I'm going to build our picture here, or our apple story, and I am going to show you 2 pictures, and you need to tell me which one shows how apples start. Does this look like, okay, so that's an apple growing on a tree. Kind of like that, or maybe like that. Is that how an apple starts on a tree? Or does it start like this? Which picture shows an apple when it starts in the springtime on the tree? Does it look like this? Or like this? Which one comes first? This one? Okay, so I'm going to put this, the picture of the apple, which actually is apple blossoms or apple flowers in that picture, isn't it? So that's our first picture at the beginning of how an apple grows story. All right, I have 2 more pictures. So does this picture show what an apple looks like next? Or this picture? Which one shows the baby apples in the summertime? This one or this one? What do you think? This one, that's right. These are the little tiny baby apples that grow in the summer. So we have the apple blossoms in the spring, baby apples in the summer. Okay, and then which one comes next? Does this show the apples growing on the tree or this one? Which one shows the apples growing on the tree? This picture or this picture? This picture? Okay, so we'll put that one next. So we have the apples, whoops, kind of straighten it out there. So we have the apple blossoms in the spring, the little baby apples in the summer, and then the apples are growing bigger, maybe the end of the summer, beginning of the fall. And what's happening in this picture? That's right, someone picked the apples and now they're eating them. And that's what happens last of all in the fall. So there it is. We made the story of how apples grow on trees. In the springtime, they start as little flowers. And then in the summertime, they're tiny baby apples. And then they grow bigger through the summer and into the fall. And fall is the season that it is right now. And then in the fall, when the apples are ready, you can pick them and eat them. And that's what many people are doing right now. If you go to an apple orchard, you can sometimes pick apples and you can buy apples and you can eat them because it's apple season right now. Well, thank you for helping me tell that story. And we will not have a Zoom meeting this Friday, but Teacher Tracy is going to be putting something on our YouTube channel. So she'll be sending out a link tomorrow to something special that you can watch either tomorrow or Friday instead of our Zoom meeting. And I'll see everybody next week. Have a good weekend. Goodbye, everybody.